Good ways to choose topic for language exchange using voice typing and make content to build vocabulary in nouns. Easy ways to choose topics for language exchange. When we do online language exchange based on spoken-based language exchange, and then the most important thing is to gather topics to speak each other. Then first, we can choose topics, and then, for example, daily life, and or the specific topic, easy one, like travel and sports, um, environment. We can choose so kind of topics. And then also, and someone who live in the country, and then they want to know about expression for daily life. For example, greetings, and uh, when they express appreciation and apology, and then each session has a different. But I've been doing online languages for 18 months, and at the time when we do online language exchange, and then sometimes it's difficult to choose topics. So, and I try to talk about how can we choose topics, and then we can review each other language partners, because um, if the language partners, and then there are two language partners, basically one-on-one language partners, and then if lead one person, then the language exchange is uh, not effective, because doing online language exchange should be more interactive and give and take, or request and uh, support. I like request and support better than give and take. Uh, we prepare each other, because helping each other, there's the good way. So, and then yesterday, with my language partners, I talked to it about um, topics, what we really will talk about in doing online language exchange. So, and then that is very important. And then there's a way to expand the topic. For example, if we talking about the daily life, and then we can know about and then daily life, like the morning to night, and then the morning, what we will prepare each person, and then morning habit or routine, having breakfast, the cooking, or the going to school, or going to job, and then the day session also same, and then working, about working, and then we understand about day session, the working, about meeting people at the job and office, then having lunch as well, at the restaurant in the afternoon, and after work, and then exercises, some having a time with the friends, and having a dinner with the family, and then resting a day, watching TV or reading book, and then sleeping. This daily routine is also, and then regular daily routine as or same, but how about the weekend? It's so different. What's your hobby? And then it looks like reporting about daily life is to write a diary. So, and then we can gather tons of many topics by expanding time and place and what activities we do in one. So, and then uh, if we have a plans to get topics and then um, choosing topics is not difficult. It's very easy. So, and then by choosing topics easily each other and helping each other, then the language exchange go for smoothly. And then what we are talking about, we make a list, or we can talk about as fast as we can. Then we can improve speaking and then pronunciation as well. If we know about some mistakes and or finding some uh, pronunciation is not good, that is the starting point. Because if we try to study, uh, if we try to study if we try to study and focusing on text and reading, and then we cannot find the mistakes in our language and communication language. The one important thing is 90% uh, for communication language is a spoken-based languages. Listening and speaking naturally, and then understanding, and when you speak, and pronunciation is um, better, and so you can make understand, or even you when you practice with the voice typing like the Google document, then and the voice typing and have some correctly recorded one and for the letter and more than 70%, then 6% and then that is the best better way. More than 6%, that is the best way. So, and then you can expand your way. Okay. Now I get my content by talking. Even though there's something wrong, I know that a few words are not correct, but when I check out proofreading with AI, there is something good and grammatically it's good. Make content of making topic for doing online language exchange after fully proof reading with um uh, I I proof. Speaking is a um fast way to write the communication, and I can get attention. Then I read the subtitle in Vietnamese, and then I can um, build vocabulary better. Yeah, I talk something here so good way. Language is really good to get content from AI based on my idea. But this is very important. Based on my idea. Then analyzing is also so I can have about 8 topics. And then every day I do in the morning with this and then naturally quite easy way to building vocabulary or not only Korean, just speaking and then by doing reporting. Here's a clear, well organized, and the version of your original message written as an article or guide that could be shared with others doing spoken based online language exchange. The content keeps your original intent but present it in a more structured and natural way in English. There's ways to choose topic for online language exchange, spoken based. After doing online language exchange for 18 months, I've realized one of the biggest challenges is choosing topic to talk about, especially in spoken based language exchange. It's important to prepare what to talk about in advance because if we don't have a topic, the conversation often doesn't flow well. Here are some simple and effective ways to choose topic and build a great conversation with your language partner. Start simple daily life and topics. The easiest way to start is by talking about your daily life. It's something everyone can relate to, and you don't need a special vocabulary. You can divide your day into time block and talk about morning or waking up, morning routine, breakfast, afternoon, work, school, lunch, meetings, evening, hobby, dinner, watching TV, family, and time, sleeping. So, and then like this from morning to evening, and then there's daily routine are various. So among daily routine, we can pick up the topic and then we can get some information about what we're talking about doing language exchange, expanding the activity, and then each way to choose, and we don't have to stress to make topics, and then so and then we can make the plans uh, about choosing topics. Choosing topics is very important when we doing the spoken-based language exchange uh, because every time we need topics. If we don't think about what to talk and then why we talk, and then we got stuck to speaking, communicating each other. So not good. And then naturally, we swiftly change the topic, and then we have a background about the topic. That's really important. Uh, uh, Even though we do spoken-based language exchange, and then we can make a report or we can make a summary after doing online language exchange with help of AI. You can also compare weekdays, or weekends, your habits, and then your patterns, past daily routine bursts, and current routine. This method is almost like telling a story or writing a diary out loud. Explain the topic with a question. Once you have a basic topic like a morning routine or a weekend topic, you can expand it by asking, what do you usually do on weekends? Do you prefer cooking at home or eating out? What's your favorite breakfast? And then, do you have any special habit in the morning? This makes the conversation more dynamic and natural. You can also learn many real-life expressions this way. Prepare useful everyday expression. When a language learner want to know how native speakers express things like greeting, appreciation, and apologies, common compliments, casual conversation, such as and then these expressions are used every day and are great practice for both listening and speaking. Make a topic list together. It's helpful to prepare a shared topic list with your language partner. We can both write down idea and choose one before each session. This makes the conversation smoother and more focused. Example topic idea, food and cooking, travel experience, of culture and festivals, environment and nature, sport and health, school or work life, and then balance and speaking time, and then not and 90/10. I don't. Language exchange works best when it's interactive and balanced. If one person talks 90% of the time, it's not effective. That is hallucination. I didn't say it like that. Instead, of aim for equal speaking time in both languages. For example, 30 minutes each. You can use a timer if needed. Think of it as and support and request, not just give and take. We are helping each other, not just teaching or receiving. Using voice typing to check pronunciation. Speaking practice is essential if you rely on texting and reading. You won't catch pronunciation or speaking mistakes. And try using Google Doc voice typing to check how well your pronunciation is recognized. If it types correctly, you are on the right track. This is also a great way to practice speaking naturally and improve pronunciation at the time. Final search. Choosing topic for language exchange doesn't have to be difficult. Once you understand how to expand simple ideas like daily life into full conversation, you will find endless topic to talk about. The key is to prepare together, support each other, and focus on spoken communication, not just the grammar or vocab. Respecting and listening and 90% of legal communication. So practice those as much as you can after language exchange. Okay.